One time the Buddha addressed his disciples. He said, "Monks, it may be that ascetics belonging to other sects will ask you, what is the purpose of leading the spiritual life under the Buddha? If they ask you this question, what would you answer?" The monks remained silent. Then the Buddha said, "If they should ask you, what is the purpose of leading the spiritual life, the brahmacharya, under the Buddha, you should answer them, it is for the purpose of understanding things that should be fully understood that we lead the spiritual life under the Buddha." Then the Buddha said, "And what are the things that should be fully understood? They are the 5 aggregates of clinging: material form, feelings, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness. These are the things that should be fully understood. It is for the full understanding of these things that we lead the spiritual life under the Buddha." From this incident, we can see that the path laid down by the Buddha is essentially a path of understanding. The understanding aimed at is not merely conceptual knowledge, accumulating information, bits and pieces of knowledge. Rather, it is insight, direct and immediate insight into the true nature of our existence. This understanding brings liberation, the release of the mind from all the bonds and fetters that hold it in bondage, and it issues in the end of suffering, the cessation of dukkha. In this statement, the Buddha also indicates what has to be fully understood, what has to be known. What we have to understand is the nature of our own existence, our own experience. That is, we have to understand the 5 aggregates, the basic components of our being. Our own experience is of all things that which lies closest to ourselves, since it is through our own experience that we contact everything else. However, ordinarily we do not understand our own experience. We don't even make the effort to understand it. We use our experience to contact other things, to know and enjoy the world of the 6 senses, the world of sight, sound, smells, tastes, touch sensations, and ideas. But the experiencing itself doesn't get examined. Thus we continue to learn about everything except the instrument of knowledge. Yet it is just this experience of understanding that provides the key to wisdom. The method of the Buddha reverses this procedure. The Buddha offers us the Dhamma as a searchlight we can focus on our own experience in order to understand it in correct perspective, yatha bhutam. To understand our experience, our existence, involves 2 steps. First, we have to look into the makeup of our being, to see what our existence consists of, to take it apart mentally, to see how it works, then to put it together again and see how it holds together. The second step is to examine our experience in order to discover its most pervasive features, the universal characteristics of phenomena. We'll take these 2 steps in turn. The first step requires that we treat our experience analytically. We have to dissect the person, the being, our own individuality. We have to dissect it into its factors. The Buddha reveals that what we are, our being, our personality, is a composite of 5 groups of factors which are called the 5 aggregates of clinging. In Pali, the Panchupadana Khandha. These are called aggregates of clinging because they form the basis for clinging. Whatever we cling to can be found among the 5 aggregates, either material form, feelings, perceptions, mental formations, or consciousness. These 5 function together as the instrument for our experience of the world. We cling to them as the instrument of experience in this life. And when they break down at death, through that same clinging, the desire for enjoyment and for existence, we bring into being a new set of aggregates, a new life, to continue our experience in another existence. Thus we build up one set of aggregates after another, life after life, and in that way we accumulate dukkha, the suffering of the round of samsara.